Conversationist Coffee with Willie McNair. Welcome back.
Episode of Conversationist Coffee. I have my nearest and dearest homegirl with me. Her name is Nicole Sparrow, and she is with Beauty and Bullets. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a like, leave me some comments, leave me some stuff down below, and let me know what you think. Everything will be down low. So it is what it is. But with that being said, without further ado, here's Nicole. So Nicole, tell me a little bit about Beauty and Bullets. Like, when did it get started? Like, what was your idea? Like, kind of, and you can just go on and on. Just give me what you got.
Sure. First of all, thank you for inviting me to the podcast. I'm so excited. I'm happy for you. Great success. And this is only the first of many. So I'm going to come on and we're going to share often. I think this is what everyone needs. It's definitely beauties. And that's what I call the young ladies who are part of my group. It's a Facebook group. So got started, nothing to do during the pandemic, started going to the range and wanted to really pick out my first firearm and really didn't know anything about it. So just really like personal experience, wanted to know more, wanted to be knowledgeable. Living in North Carolina, everyone has some kind of license, has some kind of firearm, and I wanted to just, be knowledgeable and know what's going on. So a girlfriend and I, we said, yeah, we're gonna put together a group for women. Tried to figure out a name, and we came up with Beauties and Bullets. The name really just came from trying to find something that's really gonna be catchy, but very sexy, grown and sexy, and that ladies would love to be able to wear the t-shirt or be able to rep. And then bullets is so that they know we're talking about a firearms. And so we created the Facebook page, and it just really took off from there. Asking beauties to, recommend other beauties to come onto the group, and then just really posting a lot of information where women could become knowledgeable about their firearm, cleaning, courses, what to do in safety situation. So it's not just about having a firearm, but it's also about just being safe. And so the group is about really encouraging women, young women, to be safe and how to be safe and how to protect themselves. And there's numerous groups out there about firearms, but this is just to give a lot of information. And so that was my goal. It didn't start out like that, but that's the direction in which we have started going, and to really inspire women to understand about their firearm, be able to handle it safely, and be very comfortable with carrying it. And so that's where we are today.
Okay. For that, we're gonna get some good shots for that. Just a couple of good shots and applause.
All right.
So that was actually pretty good. So that's kind of like the history, and what kind of got you started, and what made as they say, so to speak, the claim to fame, and how you got introduced to the actual Beauty and Bullets spectrum, right? So what kind of certifications do you have as of right now?
So right now I am NRA certified for basic pistol instructor, as well as concealed carry certified to teach courses. And I'm working on my shotgun certification. I'm also have my applications in to become FFL certified, to be able to sell and purchase firearms, because that's my ultimate goal, is to open up something that's super sexy for ladies to come to and be able to do their shopping in a store, in a place that they feel comfortable, that is cute and classy, not all grungy. So yeah, that's what my certifications are in. I've taught up to now 6 courses, 6 classes, and they've been very successful. And we're growing. So on my Facebook page is Beauties and Bullets 19 at Facebook. And on that page, it's really just open to the ladies, to the beauties, and they can sign up for courses. They can ask information. They can share information. It is an open forum for everyone to come and share. And so I'm just going to continuously become educated and gain more certifications as I can. But the ultimate goal is to open up something so the ladies can come and purchase.
So I just have a question. So I know you mentioned that the courses is for the ladies. However, if I'm a guy, and I want to get certified to have my concealed carry permit. Are you authorized to train me as well as a guy? I mean, and I'm just asking because there's a lot of different acronyms. A lot of people don't know, what everything is. So they may not necessarily know all the acronyms, everything. So you just kind of, before you elaborate on the actual acronyms themselves, just say, hey, yeah, if you're a guy, whatever. So, yeah.
So, yeah, definitely. I am here to support women, right? The beauties. However, the majority of the people who come to my courses are men. And recently I've been getting couples. Okay, so the men and women come together, which I think is fantastic for them to share in this process together. But it is open to anyone. My license is for everyone. But I just really the focus was at first to open it up just to the ladies. And they're starting to really get into it more and more. But this is like really kind of a male dominated field. And so the men, when they hear concealed carry course, when they hear the price, which is reasonable, when they hear it's small and it's controlled, they jump on it. Yeah. And then what happens is, as they come to the class and they realize that we are about business at Beauties and Bullets LLC. And I take care of the business, and I'm making sure that they get all of the training from A through Z. We're not playing games, I probably haven't been in the business as long as people who have been in the military and armed services and things like that. But I'm very serious about this. I take it serious. I take the courses serious. I take going to the range to qualify serious. So everything is really on a very serious, respectful, instructional level. And I definitely want all the brothers to come and the sisters, but I just want the beauties to come and be able to be comfortable there, be able to ask questions there. When I went to get my certification, it was only myself and a girlfriend, and it was a room full of men. So of course we had questions we didn't want to ask. So we waited till, it was till we had our break time, till after the course was over, to ask our questions, because we didn't want to feel, less than. We didn't want to feel our questions were stupid or anything, but that was my focus. However, the courses I've had have been predominantly men, but it's increasing because I have beauties calling me every day, sending me emails and texts about when is your next course. I heard it was fantastic. I heard that I can be open and ask questions. So definitely it's for everyone, but and there's no but, it's for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to commend you on that, right? Because you like I said the other day, I made a post on Facebook and I said, when you're alone, you're never popular, right? But when you start to get acclimated and people start to transition and start to follow you, and now it's a trend. Now everybody wants to follow you.
Exactly.
I commend you in being a trend setter, with Beauty and Bullets, because at the end of the day, like you said, it is a male dominated field. But me coming from the Marine Corps and spending several years in the Marine Corps, I know that there's women out there that can shoot better than men can. I know this for a fact. One of the things that they used to say in rifle ranges and in the Marine Corps was that those females over there, they're going to get experts because how they're able to shoot, how they're able to control a weapon. But a man, we're going to muscle a weapon, we're going to do this and that, and it's not as natural as a woman. A woman's not going to muscle a weapon because in her mind, there's no way possible that I can out-muscle this weapon. But for a man, we think, pull it in and do this and we try to, aim and focus, and it doesn't happen.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I have seen that, the women really listen, and then they really want to practice, and they take control differently. it's always a pride thing with males. And so they're going to do it their way. They know already how to do it. So yeah, I think it's totally different with the women. And the women really, they listen, they call me back, they ask me questions, they email, text me, just different questions. If they come across some kind of information, they share it. So they're really open to instruction. I'm not saying the males aren't, but I think some males that come, especially if they have some prior experience,
Yeah.
they think they got it all down pat.
Yeah.
And they really don't, because they don't know all the laws and the rules of North Carolina
Yeah.
and of the surrounding states too. So I really make that important, that they need to know all of the surrounding states' rules. When you leave step out of North Carolina, you need to know that whatever state you're in, that state's rules as well.
Yeah. So I'm actually happy that you actually hinted on that. I recall a time frame when I left the military and I went and I became a correction officer in South Carolina, and one of the pistol qualification instructors, he came to me. He was like, "You know what? You're one of the hardest people I have to teach." And I said, "What do you mean by that?" Like, I've been in the Marine Corps for several years. I was an instructor in the Marine Corps for several years. With the pistol. So now I'm saying to myself, like, so, and I was an MP, which is military police. So what is it that why do you feel that way? And he said, well, the biggest issue I have is those that have been in a service and they come into my arena and they think they don't qualify and they don't. And then when they don't qualify, they don't listen to me. They get in their head, and it's a situation to where it's now you are the hardest student that I have to teach. However, that wasn't the case for me. I'm very receptacle, and I can actually, hone in and learn, because I know I don't know everything. Honestly speaking, I don't know everything. I'm always open to learning new things and doing things, even an old thing, a new way. In life, you can actually do something that you're used to doing,
Right.
but then still be taught to do that same thing in a newer way. That means that you're teachable, but not everybody has that quality. Everyone has this, not everyone, some people have that mindset of, I know it, I got it already. You don't have to tell me. But what they don't realize is in this game called life, there's several oppositions in which you may know it, but you don't know it to the point to where it's the next person that's higher than the recent person that just taught you is going to teach you to get you to the next level. And you can basically cap yourself. And what I mean by cap yourself is you can actually prevent yourself from going to your pinnacle just off the strength of you're not willing to learn. You're not willing to actually take heed to what's actually being taught to you. So also as well, within the last segment, you said that in North Carolina. So the one question I have is so where are you certified currently to teach these classes? The certifications for the concealed carry and so forth and so on.
So I'm certified in North Carolina at this point, at this time. However, North Carolina has reciprocity with 37 other states. That once you receive your concealed carry license, you can go to those states and you will be covered, so to speak. But I'm certified in the state of North Carolina, and then that's where I teach. However, I go to New York. There's beauties from all over. So I've gone to Arizona and I've met up with them. I let them know I'm coming there beforehand. They've met me at the range in North Carolina, in Arizona. I've gone to New York. We don't have a range that I've gone to here, but I've gone to the range in New Jersey. So all the beauties from New Jersey, New York, and two beauties from Philadelphia came and met me in New Jersey. And I'm supposed to be going, there's an upstate range in New York, and I've gone there now, not to do any real in-depth training, but just to meet with the beauties. We go to the range together. I help them out at the range. So yeah, my license and for instructing is North Carolina. But I feel like once I have that license and that training, and there's beauties all over, I'm gonna go wherever the beauties are, wherever I have to go. When I go to Texas this summer, I'm gonna call up the beauties because there's a couple of beauties from Texas and let them know I'm coming there. We're gonna meet at the range. Any place I go, I let them know that that's where I'm gonna be, and we can do some training and just practicing in the range, letting them get comfortable with their firearm. Or many of them say, the question, which one should I get? And just going back and forth with them at the range and letting us test out different ones. That's all helpful.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I remember, and it's funny that you just mentioned that, like, which one do I get, right? Because I remember, like, the other day, I helped you with one of the classes that you had taught. And the class, it was actually not like actually in person. It was like an online segment. I'm pretty sure you remember what I'm talking about. But one of the questions came up of, like, how do you pick out a weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And when that question came up, I was like, well, I suggest you go into a range and actually shooting a weapon prior to actually just, saying, hey, I like this one because it's pretty and it's pink. Or I like this one because it's pretty and it has glitter on it. You want to also less have a feel for that weapon and have an understanding of what it is that you're shooting. If it's even accurate, because just because it's pink and it's pretty doesn't necessarily mean it's accurate. So, and just in general, you just want to have those understandings. And that's something that that Nicole from Beauty and Bullets can actually provide to you. She can actually help you out with that as well. And then when you go into these different ranges and such, wherever it's at, because like she said, she travels, she goes to different places, whether it's Texas or Arizona or New York or New Jersey or Pennsylvania or North Carolina, where she trains at. She's at these she's at these different places. And with that being the case, it's almost as if, like, she's going to see you eventually. But when she does, she's going to welcome you with open arms. I've known her for years, and nothing but sweet, nothing but stellar, always on point, always, a very, very great, to the point, very structural type person, and you're going to get what you came for, honestly speaking. So,
So let me say to that, this is what I tell the beauties, that when they pick out a firearm, it's just like picking out a pair of shoes, right? Mm-hmm. So I can't pick out this. I see a pair of shoes that another beauty has. Oh, they look gorgeous, they cute, but they might not be the right fit for me. I see them, I love them. We have so many variety of shoes, and when we're thinking about going and getting a shoe, I can't send someone else to get a shoe for me. I need to go get it, feel it, try it on, walk around the store a little bit in it, and I might even have to bring that joker back, right? Yeah. So I tell them to always think about it as a pair of shoes. The variety is endless. The colors, the style, the feel, the texture, endless. But it has to be right for you. And if it's not right for you, a feel for you, a perfect fit for you, then you're not going to want it, or you're not going to be able to handle it later. So you have to definitely go. You may not know what you want. You may have one thing in mind. You get to the store, you're going to pick out something totally different. But that's what going to the range is every month, to figure out and try different brands, different types, to see what works best for you. And that's what I tell everyone. No one can tell you. No one can tell you. I have every single firearm I have a different feel. They fit me different. They're for a different thing. They give me a different power. Every single one of them. So none of them are alike in any kind of way.
Again, give you a pause on that one. So the one question I was going to ask you was, so what you conducting your classes here in Charlotte, in North Carolina area, when is the next time you're going to have a class?
So the next class, that's a really good question. So the next class that we're having is April. It's usually around the teens. It hasn't been scheduled yet. I think that it's probably going to be scheduled by next week. But it's on the website, beautiesandbullets19.com, and that you can go on that website and check out the events, as well as other paraphernalia we have, like t-shirts, bags.
Get your merch.
Get your merch. But yeah, so April 15th. So you know what? You just reminded me also. Remember, we used to have the really good, every month we used to have a seminar where we came on, all the beauties was invited. They can invite whomever, and I would get 2 guest speakers to come and speak. We're going to start that back up as well, because that really was a helpful seminar. And I keep getting emails, when are we going to have it? But it's just so much going on, trying to go to the next step, that I kind of like stop that process. So April 15th, may not be April 15th, April, whatever that Teen Saturday is, that's going to be the next class. Yeah. And then it's usually every month around that same time.
So basically, it may not necessarily be April 15th, but they just need to actually tap in, not only subscribe to my channel, but to your channel, because you have a YouTube channel as well. But then in the same sense, because we're going to have all the information in the description below. So you ain't got to just tap in, right? I mean, it's that easy. Just tap in. Go to
Yeah.
make sure you tap in. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. It's not that hard. It's actually really, 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 really easy. But with that being said, we're going to have all of Beauty and Bullets information below. And with that information below, you're going to get educated, right?
That's right.
Conversations.
And have fun in the process.
Exactly. Conversations Coffee. This is the urban podcast for the people. I bring different hitters to you all the time. This is a gym, by the way. Nicole is a gym. And, it's not far often that we get someone like her and of her caliber that's actually able to be sponsored and showcased on Conversations Coffee. But when we do take heed to that, because again, it's not an every day type of scenario. Case in point, to whereas we have someone like this. It was just honestly a conversation that started, and from that conversation, it helmed into something of a organization that was able to get females acquainted with firearms.
That's right. Especially
in the urban community. Not taking away from any other community, but especially in the urban community, because the one thing I would say was growing up in New York, just being in an urban community, no one knew how to shoot. No one knew how to aim. No one knew how to actually properly clean or store a weapon. These are all things that you can actually acquire from beauty.
Still don't know.
And exactly, they still don't know because it's not being taught, not to us anyways, and we don't understand, we don't know it. So we can't be necessarily ignorant to the fact that the information is out there. We have to take heed and say, you know what? Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and subscribe to a YouTube channel like Beauty and Bullets. And basically, when I subscribe to that channel, Beauty and Bullets, I go forth and I take my ambitions and I take all of what I am in essence, and I say, you know what? Let me actually educate myself and listen and take heed to what's being afforded to me as an opportunity. And within an opportunity, I can actually learn and give back again into the community and grab somebody else behind me. But until we start doing stuff like that, it's going to be almost like a revolving conversation. And it's unfortunate. But any final thoughts, Nicole?
My final words is just that, remember, everything is about safety, and making yourself knowledgeable about your firearm. And it's really important that, it's for everyone that you say that, because still, I wanted to just go back to that point. In New York and other states, they don't know anything about the firearm. And so, it's a disadvantage as also for the women, but it's not just about a firearm. And I talk a lot about firearms, but it's not just about firearms. I talk about safety. So women being safe, pay attention to your surroundings, carrying the two-pronged, I don't know what it's called, jabber, I guess, getting a good knife, possibly a good knife. I got a nice Timex, just got it in the mail. You don't have to, you can't always have your firearm in places, but you can have a good solid knife. You can have your spray, to get whoever's coming at you off of you. So just my final words is just think about your safety, and that's really what I'm pushing, and what I'm pushing on to the beauties is that for them to be safe.
Okay. And again, we'll get Nicole's information in the description below. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what you think. Make sure you also subscribe to Nicole's channel via YouTube as well. Again, all that stuff will be in the description below. This is Conversations Coffee. I'm Ricky, and that's Nicole Sparrow. And guess what? Peace. We out.